Hey, Gary, it's so good you're here.
Hey, Drew, what time is it?
I'm trying to figure out what time it is. I just, for the life of me, what time is it?
Hey, Ratatosker? Ratatosker, oh, wait, he said push a button and I'll know what time it is.
Oh, okay.
Drew's News. Exciting tales, fresh comic views. In the pages, heroes fly, villains plot under the sky. From Gotham's dark to Metropolis views, we cover stories old and new. Drew's News, your daily source for comic clues. Join the fun, it's a heroic cruise in the world of Drew's comic news.
I still can't figure out what time it is. All right. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the news. I'm Drew. As with me, as always, is the original woman with the hat, Carrie, over there. We're still waiting for Lemmy's lawyers to come at her, but they'll take some time. So yeah, we got some great news here. We're gonna blow right through it. So let's start first and foremost with the most fashionable event, with a little murder. So
Fashion murder.
as we know, this summer we are getting X-Men: The Hellfire Murder, issue 1. Because Marvel is just the most fashionable of them all, they've announced a line of Hellfire-themed variant covers. So these will be launching in July, which is called the Hellfire Costume Swap variants. So these are Marvel heroes wearing looks that are inspired by other characters who we've already seen in the Hellfire Gala. This is a nice companion to the event, and listen, you could do without another evening of mutant politics, mystery, fashion, a little bit murder. But some of these look fantastic. I mean, this is by the current class of the Stormbreakers, who we've covered extensively over the last few years, so I do not need to mention their names. But I will mention the characters. So starting with, as Carrie had originally, you had that Spider-Gwen. That's Luciano Vecchio with Spider-Gwen.
Costume swapping with silk?
Yep, as Silk. You've got Juan Frigeri with Laura Kinney as Wolverine.
Ha-
Or correction, Patch, right?
yeah,
Right. You've got Iron Man as Hawkeye.
it's kind of ridiculous. I
It
mean,
totally is.
well done, but wow.
Yeah. You've got Simone DeMeo with She-Hulk as Black Widow, which is just killing it. I'm looking forward to seeing people cosplay this version. Um, you've got Moon Knight by Netho Diaz, which looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Moon
It's
Knight
an
as black.
it's an elegant. Looks like a Moon Knight meets a little bit Batman.
It's
Um,
got a mulberry wine going there, I think.
Indeed. Well, actually, that was Black Knight. And then you have Scarlet Witch as Polaris, or Malice as it's called now. Um, Beautiful.
And that's last one we have is,
That's Guru. Who else? Was that it?
yep, that's all that they've released so far.
Right. And then there also will be Miles Morales as Bucky Barnes and Thor as Ant-Man. So these are going to be on sale through July 1st to the 29th.
That's quite the lineup. I can
Indeed.
see
And
that'll be cute.
interesting. Very interesting. And then speaking of more variants, covering up second one, is actually a celebration. So Marvel is teaming up with Pixar to celebrate 40 years of Pixar animation. So we're going to get Pixar 40th anniversary variant covers. So these will be on select titles starting in July. These are paying tribute to Marvel by paying tribute to Pixar's legendary history, just reimagining iconic Marvel covers with Pixar characters. So, we've already seen Carrie. We saw the Toy Story homage or the Stitch variants, which is adorable. So each one is different, references a different classic cover. Like right there, that's the Fantastic Four. Um, that's Fantastic Four issue. Um, yeah, it's
150.
Fantastic Four. Wait a second. Yes, that's Fantastic Four issue 13, which is which features characters from the adorable superhero family, The Incredibles. You have Iron Man 7, which is a homage to the 1998 issue 76 Invincible Iron Man cover with characters from Wally. You have Avengers Armageddon. I believe that's issue 2, which is homage to Avengers issue 9 back in 1963, featuring characters from Inside Out. You've got, oh wow, you've got Fantastic Four issue 15, which is homage to the 1961 issue 49, featuring characters from Pixar's A Bug's Life. Just terrifying.
Yeah, I don't like.
Avengers Armageddon, with an homage to Hawkeye issue 1 with Merida from Brave. Pretty cool,
And
not gonna lie.
yep, once again, those are all that they have released so far.
Yes. So Carrie, the other ones that they've also mentioned will be Amazing Spider-Man issue 34, which is an homage to Amazing Fantasy issue 15, which will have characters from Up. And you're going to find this interesting. Infernal Hulk issue 9, an homage to Incredible Hulk issue 1, featuring characters from Pixar's Ratatouille.
Okay.
That was a wonderful range of emotion. Thank you. These will be on sale starting July 1st, throughout August, with some scattered in September. So, interesting, but wonderful at the same time.
They look pretty cool.
Yes. So, speaking of, I know our co-host Leo is probably going to love this. Star Wars. This is so. 5 years ago, we had the Book of Boba Fett, which was the 2021-2022 series following the iconic bounty hunter after the events of season 2 of The Mandalorian, where he and Fennec Shand established a new order on the planet Tatooine, while also kind of, filling in gaps in his history. So that is getting a 7-issue comic book adaptation, which will be written by Rodney Barnes and illustrated by Will Sliney, who we had the pleasure of having on the show last year. So it's always good seeing him getting work. Barnes previously scripted the Marvel comic adaptations of the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian and Ashoka season 1, while Will continues to just kill it at every Star Wars thing he does. Rise of Kylo Ren. I think he adapted the second. Was it Rise of Skywalker? It might have been Rise of Skywalker. I just know that there was one he was working on as an adaptation. And he's also working on the upcoming Fall of Kylo Ren, with reuniting with his frequent collaborator, Charles Soule. So these are going to be great. Issue 1 is going to be released September 9th, and that's with the main cover there by Alex Maleev and variants by Ian Gist, Jerry Ordway, Pete Woods, Richie Yagawa, which you're seeing right there. They all look fantastic.
And this one's going to be a foily.
So, oh, that's foil? Wow, that's going to be great.
Yeah, that's going to be a gorgeous foil.
So, interesting. But I was like, wow, that's going to look, well, especially if Will's doing the art, it's going to look stunning. So,
yeah.
So,
and when was that coming out again?
That is coming out September 9th this year, issue 1. So,
okay.
All right. So, this next one is very interesting. So, Archie Comics has announced that they are doing a collaboration with iconic basketball and noted comic book fan Shaquille O'Neal. This would be titled Vengeance Unchained, The Legend of Black Caesar, which is an adventure series developed by O'Neal with in joint with the creative team Stephanie Williams and Ray Anthony Height, as a quote-unquote serious freewheeling story. So think like a grounded, character-driven pirate epic. So that features what essentially is a main character who goes from as an African king from royalty to slavery to a feared outlaw of the Caribbean. So if you recognize Stephanie Williams, she is essentially killing it right now. She's the first African American woman to even get an Eisner nomination for Best Writer for her work on IDW Street Sharks, Roots of Madness, and Temporal. The second one, Carrie, I think you would know, that's Ignition Press. You're quite familiar with them now.
Oh, yes.
So, and Temporal is Mad Cave Studios. She's joined by Height, Studio Sky Tiger with Colin Smeaton, Mike Paris, and Matthew Gross from O'Neal's Jersey Legends Production, Authentic Studios, or they're overseeing the project. Essentially, Shaquille is essentially laid up essentially the whole story. He says that the story starts as a king who loses everything and takes his freedom back on his own terms. So he's essentially a huge fan of Archie. He enjoys the legacy that they make for storytelling. And he said that this is just a story about warriors who refuse to quit. So, I mean, this is kind of a new direction because, you know, we're very used to, you know, Archie, Riverdale, other things. Like this is a book that feels right alongside Vikings and other adventure-based stories. Vikings, pirates. Well, it's pirates. Yeah. So this is slated for release this year. Additional details will be announced at a later date. Regrettably, everybody, the release did not have any images, covers, or preview pages we could show. But of course, when we get those, we'll definitely fill in the blanks. But definitely interesting, I would say. Piqued interest. What would you think, Carrie? You're a swashbuckler.
I am enjoying the idea. I will look. It's always a toss up when it's a celebrity that's doing something, you know.
Right.
But in the like Berserker worked great,
Right.
you know. Keanu pitched it, and it's been a huge success with spin-offs. And he's got a good team working with him, so I
We'll
think this
see.
has a good chance to make it.
Okay.
But yeah,
So we're starting to wind down the news. So bringing it up. Apparently, the multiverse has a big problem. Their problem is named Gojira, aka Godzilla. Following the events of Godzilla Infinity Roar, which saw a kaiju war that erupted across realities, Godzilla has united with Knull, the King of Black of the symbiote race, which leaves Doctor Doom's unlikely strike team of heroes and villains to deal with the fallout. So essentially, what happens next when universes burn? In an interview with Marvel, writer Jerry Duggan discussed this, really kind of giving us an idea of what to expect from this, which is kind of the third part of his ongoing Godzilla saga. So he basically says, you know, the quote unquote villains, which I guess would be Knull and Godzilla, they won in the second book. So you got everyone who was assembled to fight them. The salvation is the multiverse. And Duggan said that this might be one of the craziest stories he's ever told. And he mentions that the story will show old friends and apparently new friends. And he made jokes of things like Mecha Fing Fang Foom. But he also seemed to mention that a certain giant moth is turning 60 this year. So, the book will be a continued collaboration with Javier Garron, who's been just killing it. on the entire book. Top game. Everything he does is beautiful. So more of that. As Carrie's showing the pages there. And yeah, so this is on sale next month, July 22nd, and you already got a bomb cover there by David Marquez. So again, it's a good time to be a kaiju fan, and clearly Marvel is not slowing down with what they plan to do with the King of Monsters.
I mean, I always wondered when we were going to get Godzilla as a symbiote, and who better to do it than Knull, you
Yeah,
know?
there you go. I mean, he's the de facto guy now. So, all right. Well, the last one is, and Carrie, I got to say, this last story, I never thought you'd be intrigued to read an Avengers book more than you are this one, but, definitely
Yeah,
intriguing.
I gotta say,
Interest
I'm
peaked.
interested. I want to see how this works
Right. So,
very much.
as we know, Chip Zdarsky is slowly pulling together his threads for the upcoming Marvel event, Avengers Armageddon, which has been promising that it is going to break the Marvel Universe and the Avengers in a way that has not happened since 2001's Avengers Disassembled, and y'all remember how much that was. So, um, so we will be seeing Earth's Mightiest Heroes into a dramatically different Marvel Universe, where we will now see a bold new lineup of heroes, legendary Avengers, new ones, old, mainstays, assembling to protect a broken world that has more reason than ever not to trust anybody. So essentially, as the synopsis put, with the world order completely rewritten after the event of Avengers Armageddon, a day like any other arrives when a new group of Earth's mightiest heroes find themselves united to avenge the Marvel Universe. We have Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain Marvel, Luke Cage, Daredevil, and an all-new hero set to make their exclusive debut. So you have Chip Zdarsky writing it. You got Marco Checchetto, hot off of his amazing work on Ultimate Spider-Man. This is coming out November 4th. So, apparently Chip says after what's happened in Avengers Armageddon, this lineup is angry as hell and ready to avenge. So basically, it is a book that should lead the Marvel Universe where big things happen and surprises keep hitting. And he says that's what him and Marco are doing with every issue. I mean, he worked with Marco Checchetto back on 2019 when he was doing Daredevil. So he just amazing. Like Checchetto has nothing but great things to say about working with him. That it's just going to be fantastic seeing how everyone interacts with each other, how they untangle all these crazy situations they're going to be throwing themselves into. Yeah, I mean, this is just proving to be. Oh, but it's really shaping up to be what could be an instant classic. And again, Avengers books, um, there have been some really great ones throughout time. So, it's a big shoes to fill, especially just, another Avengers team, I mean, God, at this point, everyone's been an Avenger. Hell, Carrie, your card's probably in the mail. Uh, Um, you know, but also Avengers 1 will be the next Marvel Comics launch for the True Believers blind bag. So that each one will have an exclusive variant cover, not available anywhere. So that's one of a kind, hand drawn sketch covers by surprise contributors. So apparently, as we get closer to this, because we're still building up to Avengers Armageddon, as we've seen in Chip's Captain America, he did a Wolverine mini as well. More will be revealed about issue 1 of Avengers. Avengers, and Avengers Armageddon issue 1. Like everything really starts with Avengers Armageddon issue 1, which is on sale June 10th. So this week.
Hey,
So, but yeah, very exciting. A lot of cool stuff there. But that's it. That's the news. So
Like
right,
and
cool.
subscribe, everybody.
Pretty
Join
much.
us on our journey.
Well, and Carrie, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it as always. Everyone, if you like what you saw here, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you could follow us. You know, when we're not doing the news, we're on splash pages. Every Tuesday, we're interviewing an amazing creator, getting an idea of their work, what makes them tick, swapping fun stories. It's a lot of fun. And make sure you check out this week. We had on the great Drew Garassi on there, who is a inker with a 30-year career. And then make sure to check out next week's show when we have the amazing Phil Hester and Andy Parks coming back on. Really excited to have both of them on at the same time. And please stay tuned because as some of us are on the way to Avengers Armageddon, we are on the road to Terrificon. So
See you
stay
there.
tuned for that.
Excelsior!